Good morning. Welcome to the Hal Maas Saloon, where everybody knows your name. Sit on down, order your favorite drink, and get set to pour out your troubles to your friendly neighborhood barkeep. That is me. We're here until about 8:30 here on YouTube with behind-the-scenes look at a live morning radio show. It's called the Foxhole Morning Show on 103.9 The Fox, Flint, Michigan, USA, home of the formerly crappy water, and the Foxhole Morning Show, which is hosted by Johnny Burke and Steph Barber. We'll hear from them in a moment. Steph's Fox Flashbacks coming up. I'll do traffic first of all. I do news and traffic here. Pronounce the R in February and don't pronounce the T in often. So welcome in. Good to see you. 64 degrees Fahrenheit right now as our cast of characters reassembles. Boss Lady and Linda and Eric are back with us. Folks are coming on through the doors of the Hal Maas Saloon, where everybody knows your name. What are you drinking today? Something cold for Boss Lady because it's all of 60 degrees in Bama right now. Eric's got his usual water on the rocks. I don't think Linda ever put a coffee order or any other kind of drink order at this point yet. I'll give you a smile source, too. I don't think I managed to do that when we were over on Facebook. We didn't get to see one, so we'll do that. Oh, you want grape juice? That's easy enough. Put that together for you. Just straight, huh?
Registering for a free program that assists people to prepare to take the GED or complete their high school diploma. The program offers open enrollment and is self-paced.
I actually have a full bottle of that stuff up in the fridge upstairs.
The program is designed to fit your time frame. Hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. To register, call 989-729.
Like and subscribe if you have friends. Tell them to do it too. Like and subscribe to us and try to. We're really trying hard to get to 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 followers, not subscribers, but followers here on our YouTube sessions. And we have 989 to go to get there. No, 919, I'm sorry. 919 to go to get there. Don't want to shortchange us. Feels much hotter than 60 right now in Bama. Is it humid over there? Sometimes that can make a difference. That happens a lot here. Always feels hotter than it is because the humidity's heavy. Michigan Kim's still working hard to try to find a ride, and she's got a 1-liter Mountain Dew coming right up. All right, here we go. Right now, we're doing fine. No crashes, no unusual delays anywhere around the region as our Thursday morning commute continues here. And for vehicle city traffic information throughout this day and every day, you can always check it at classicfox.com/traffic. Whenever you run across a crash, we invite you to let us know what's going on out there at 810-230-WRSR, 810-230-9777. Makes you a traffic tipster right here on 103.9 The Fox.
Traffic is service of Nordride Motorsports. They are celebrating 25 years of great deals, providing summer fun with savings of up to $8,000 off on select Sea-Doo Switch pontoons. Get up to $3,500 off Kawasaki side-by-sides and $4,000 off Can-Am side-by-sides. Summer starts now at Nordride. Nordride.com, I-75 Mount Morris, exit number 126.
The Foxhole Morning Show on 103.9 The Fox. Steph's Fox Flashback.
Eric Clapton's dislike for this band largely stemmed from his view that they took the blues rock legacy of his band Cream in an overly aggressive, unnecessarily loud direction he did not admire. Ozzy Osbourne, on the other hand, had immense respect for them, often citing them as a massive influence who really helped shape Black Sabbath's heavy sounds. Most of Michigan's still under a flood watch, so let's get into it. It is Led Zeppelin with When the Levee Breaks, right here on 103.9 The Fox.
Well, there you go. 98% humidity right now in Bama. No wonder it feels hotter than 60. Whoa, jeez. 60 and 98% humidity. Man. You know, I don't know that I'll ever be able to figure out what it is about this corpse flower that makes it so attractive to people, considering what it is and what its effect is and why people are drawn to it. And by the way, speaking of new flavors, this is not the corpse flower. This is pickle-flavored Oreos that Linda is cluing us into. Pickle-flavored Oreos. Dill pickle? Garlic pickle? Sweet pickle? Do we know any of that? Huh? Huh? This corpse flower, on the other hand, is drawing them far and wide to Massachusetts, South Hadley, Massachusetts, where the corpse flower exists. There are places all over the place. We've even got a place, I think, in Grand Rapids where that thing has unfurled its bloom in recent years. But this is crazy. The people who are describing what this is when they are exposed to it continue to make me wonder, why does anybody want to go see this thing, this corpse flower? What was last week's weight? It was 225 something. 225.8 is what I wrote down here. 225.8 is what I wrote down from last week. As we're heading down to 210, trying to get closer to that 210 mark. And whenever that happens, we're going to then stop our contest as we get it every Friday, our weigh-in on Friday mornings at 7:25. Add to our winners list each week, whoever's closest to the weight that shows up on the scale, whether or not it's accurate. People completely think that scale is supposed to be super accurate. I don't know that it is. It's just whatever it shows up there, that's what the official weight is that we use. And then once we do, and I found out in the past that it isn't far off, if at all, the scale that I see when I go for my annual physical at the doctor's office. That scale has always been pretty close to accurate. Might miss by a tenth or two of a pound, but that's about it. It's usually pretty damn close. So you're going to go 224.1. And by the way, when we get this 210 attained, the contest stops, and whoever's names are on this list will be drawing a random name for the complimentary drawing of your favorite person, pet, or place when that happens. Sheila wants to go 224.1, you said, right? Yeah, 224.1. Okay, so we'll put that down. You want a sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle because you're hungry. Okay. Coming right up. You've ordered those in the past. Not really sure how well they go with Dr. Pepper's, but that's you. So you can have it. The scale is, you think? I don't know. It seems to me like it's working all right. As long as it's consistent. I mean, it's relative that we're looking at. As long as it's, if we drop a half a pound, even if it's, let's say the true weight was 221. Let's, for example, say that. And that thing keeps showing 225. As long as from one week to the next, that half a pound is accurate, that's kind of what we're looking at. As long as it's relative. That's it. Tina wants one too. Tina wants one of those sausage eggs McGriddles. And in fact, Chris is buying, so there you go. It's on his tab. This corpse flower, though, if you've ever been anywhere near this thing, and I'll bet you've been in other scenarios where it might actually make you seem like you're near the corpse flower and you really aren't, simply because of the way this thing is described. We've got this one person who entered this green Victorian era greenhouse to smell this thing, said it smelled like rotting eggs. Another one said it evoked the memory of dissecting a dead bird. There was yet another person who compared it to a stinky diaper baking in the sun. Now, see, you can be exposed to all of that and never come anywhere close to the corpse flower. Why you'd want to, I don't know, but this is what you get. This is what you get for your trouble. That kind of an aroma. That's what you get. Nix Del Prado, who is a first-year student at Mount Holyoke College, visited that greenhouse this week to see this blooming of the corpse flower and says its name is accurate, the corpse flower. Corpse should give you a hint. One would think, Yet they come from far and wide to smell it, no matter where they show it up. I mean, as I said, we had one in Grand Rapids here a year or so ago that I know I'd read about, and people came to see it and just to find out how bad it is. It's nuts. Now, let's see if we can see him. It's hard through the fog, but here in the Hal Hole Saloon, coming through the doors now, is Canada Dan. We'll clear the air for you and let you get the fog going in your own head. What are you drinking? Welcome to the Hal Hole Saloon, where everybody knows your name. Even if you're identified here as News Spotter Live, that is Canada Dan. Everybody knows him. From the Oshawa, Ontario area of Canada. You know what? I got to show you guys this because I forget to do it. I want to show you this little furry ball of attitude by the name of Sully, who's a Shih Tzu who lives in Apex, North Carolina. This is Sully. Sully, driving so you can't drink. Can we interest you in a coffee? Eric's got a water on the rocks going, if that works for you. Any of that stuff. Right there. Sully. Aw. Those Shih Tzus are just something to try to deal with. I had one once, and boy, was she something.
Really? Led Zeppelin 4?
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't that way it is? When the levee breaks on it, which is, that's what the song's about.
Yeah, it is. The Mississippi Flood, I think, of 1972 or 1927.
1920, yeah. It is a 1929 song, I think. But
Yeah. Led Zeppelin was not the first one to do that song.
Large double-double then, okay. But not from Tim Hortons.
Nobody's ever heard of. Hopefully
That's too bad, because those are good. I love the double-doubles before I stop
we'll
going
see.
so
Now
much with the
trivia
sugar.
Question, of course, the phone number that you'll need,
It was always a standard order.
810-230-9777. You are playing for a $20 gift certificate for freaking unbelievable burgers. Flint Township or Grand Blanc. We've got a $25 gift card for Blue Line Donuts. And then we've got a 4-pack of tickets for the Comedy Festival coming to the Northern Center in Houghton Lake. This is a big deal. This is not this weekend, but next weekend. This is April 24th. You're going to catch Melissa Hager, Tammy Pescatelli, and Elaine Norton. This is going to be a great show. We've got a 4-pack of tickets for that as well.
The McDonald's version works very well.
Techniques used in When the Levee Breaks. John Bonham's drums were recorded in a stairwell at Headley Grange. Jimmy Page's backward echo technique and Robert Plant's slightly off-key vocals make it something kind of cool. So here's your question. Who was the sound engineer for Led Zeppelin 4? If you're a Led Zeppelin fan, you know this already. He's done most of their albums, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
That helps.
Yeah, but who was the sound engineer for Led Zeppelin 4?
Well, the phones were lit up until you asked the question.
Of
So,
course.
and they went away because people don't know the answer, but they're working on it.
We're coming on it.
Got the second set of calls starting to come in now.
All right. Good morning, the Fox. Do you know who the sound engineer for Led Zeppelin 4 was?
Andy Johns?
You betcha, yes! Andy and his brother Glenn Johns did some of the biggest albums of the 1970s.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the names. I didn't know that name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that album, though, yeah.
Who's on our phone this morning?
Sam,
How are ya?
I am great.
Good. What are you thinking as far as a prize?
The burgers.
Of course, they are so good. You're going to enjoy that. You hang on tight. We'll get some info off the air. But who just hooked you up with freaking unbelievable burgers this morning?
103.9 The Fox.
Thank you.
And the breakaway. Stop! The Firebirds are in the second round of the OHL playoffs.
Yes, hockey tonight, and the Firebirds got to win, or if they don't, the season's over for them, just like it is for the Red Wings now. So, Thelma is inundated by requests by somebody. Now, this says, I have this guy overboard, seats me 10 invites a day, and she doesn't know him. Yet you have charisma you didn't even realize. Maybe he's heard of the stories from the shower. I know that brings some people. Toronto Maple Leafs winning the cup this year. Are they really? Yeah. I still remember watching them. The last time they won the Stanley Cup, they did it in black and white. I still remember that. Still remember watching that. Still remember thinking when I first started following the NHL, this team wins every year. What the hell? Why are they playing the season? The Maple Leafs win it all the time. Because they did. The first 3 of the first maybe 7 seasons that I watched hockey, the Maple Leafs would always win. at the end. It was always them. I said, damn. But now they suck so bad. So do the Red Wings. In fact, the Red Wings haven't even made the playoffs in the last 10 years. They set a record for pro sports teams making the postseason 25 years in a row. And they go from that to now they have the longest streak of drought in the NHL. 10 straight years. Missing the playoffs. Buffalo had it. It was 14, but the Buffalo Sabres have made the playoffs this year, so that's over. Montreal's pretty good. They're older, saying this year, Montreal's going to have themselves a pretty good series coming up. In fact, the playoffs that are getting ready to go this weekend are going to be pretty solid. They're going to be some good matches. The one I keep hearing over and over again, though, is Dallas against Minnesota. Everybody's anticipating that to be just a real kick-butt series. Dallas and Minnesota. Question is, can anybody beat Colorado? Or did they wear themselves out like the Red Wings used to do, winning the President's Trophy with the best regular season record? They win in the regular season, and then when the playoffs start and everything changes, the entire structure of the game changes because everybody goes defense, and the hottest goaltender, whoever's the hottest goaltender's got the inside edge on winning that thing. And then the Wings wouldn't win. Even though they did win it a couple of times, they had the best team over the course of the regular season for years. But you kind of tend to burn yourself out trying to go through an 82-game season to have the best record, only to get knocked out in the first round of the playoffs, because that happens a lot. What was going on yesterday, though, was the thing that was frustrating the heck out of me, and it didn't happen in hockey. It happened in baseball. Yesterday was Jackie Robinson Day. Anybody who even mildly follows baseball knows that Jackie Robinson was the first African-American major league player. Broke the color barrier. Wore uniform number 42 when he was a member of the Brooklyn Dodgers. Boss Lady's breakfast has now been served. So every year now, they honor Jackie Robinson, the major leagues do, by having every single player on every single team for that one game wear the uniform number 42. Every player wears uniform number 40, which is fine. I love the fact they honor Jackie Robinson in that way, but they don't put the player's name over the number 42, so they don't differentiate one single player from another in the majors. They're all out there wearing number 42, and if you don't know the players, you don't have an intimate knowledge of who's who just based on appearance, you have no idea who's playing. You don't know who their numbers are. You don't know who the stars are. You don't know who anybody is, because they're all out there wearing the same damn uniform number, and that's the only identification you have of them. That's it. Maybe the PA announcer, you'll be able to hear them say, but in most stadiums, the PA systems are not good enough for you to understand what they're saying. It's kind of muddy and it's echoey and everything. You can never tell what the hell they're saying. That's the one day of the year that just frustrates the heck out of me. I mean, I would hate to be my very first baseball game in person seeing it on that day, because you would have absolutely no idea who was in it. You would have no idea what was going on at all, because they're all wearing the same number 42. Again, that's fine, provided you put the name of the individual player over the number on his back, so that at least you can differentiate who Aaron Judge is as opposed to Shohei Ohtani, for example. News is coming up here in a couple minutes, so I suppose we should be ready for that. And then after that, we'll get into our crossword puzzle, because we are making major headway toward getting that thing done today. We don't have time to do it on Fridays, so we've been real lucky about the fact that we've been able to finish that thing on Thursdays most weeks. And we think we can do it again.
Believe this or not, it's another one of those aggregator stories now that we were just talking about how AI has screwed that up. Messed up. We were talking about the freaking unbelievable burger story and how that messed that up a little bit. But there's a story that I saw about 9 small towns in the United States with the weirdest laws, like Pocatello, Idaho, where apparently in southeastern Idaho there they declared themselves the U.S. Smile Capital, declaration based on a strange local ordinance they had. Was it enacted in 1948 in Pocatello, which apparently had a bad winter there.
Okay, and nobody was
They
smiling.
should come to Michigan every
I
once
know,
in a while.
right?
And in an effort to boost spirits, a mayor passed a tongue-in-cheek ruling declaring it illegal not to smile in Pocatello, Idaho. I love that idea. We should have that on here. And the ruling faded into obscurity. The law rediscovered in 1987, so they have this Pocatello celebrates annually with this local smile contest, and they arrest those who refuse to show
We'll
their
have to
pearly
send
whites.
Melissa Hager out there with her smile mobile.
There you go. You know what a great idea.
Isn't that?
Well, Grand Haven, Michigan shows up on this list.
Really?
Yeah, it says apparently hoop skirts were a popular Victorian-era fashion trend there, and they're rarely worn nowadays. And if you happen to don one in the Western Michigan municipality of Grand Haven, be careful how you dispose of it. Back in the 1890s, in Grand Haven, local officials passed a ruling stating no person shall throw an abandoned hoop skirt into any street or on any sidewalk under a penalty of a $5 fine, which was a lot of money then. For each offense, that would equate to just under $180 today. And though the law remains on the books, it's unclear if anybody's actually been prosecuted for throwing a hoop skirt into the street.
How would you do that?
I don't even know. But apparently it was an issue that caused a law to be enacted. This is how weird things happen. And I have an affinity for Grand Haven.
I know, yeah.
I think it's an undiscovered secret by most of us here in the state.
And now you're telling everybody.
Well, here's the thing about Grand Haven. It's kind of it will remind you very much of Chicago. What was the book? I'm trying to remember the book that was based on Lake Michigan. Very, very famous book of Chicago society visiting Lake Michigan resorts. They used to, anyway, it doesn't matter. That said, I think that most of the people that go and visit there are either from Detroit or Chicago in Grand Haven. Everybody north of there, outside of the Illinois area or outside of the Detroit area, doesn't generally go to Grand Haven.
Right.
Grand Haven is more a resort for people in Illinois and Indiana and southern Michigan than it is the rest of us. We all head north.
Yes.
They all head to the west. Great Gatsby is the novel I was trying to
All right.
It's a very Great Gatsby. It was a very Great Gatsby-style existence over there for the longest time.
Sure.
Very much a Chicago resort area.
So
even though it was
lots
in
of
Michigan.
society ladies dressing to the nines in their hoop skirts.
Very much so.
All
So
right, that
hoop
makes
skirts
sense.
apparently were a big deal.
Yeah.
And I don't know where the whole ruling came from, but I thought that was kind of bizarre. And why would anybody, by the way, what was it like to wear a hoop skirt and sit down?
Oh, I don't know.
Wouldn't you immediately be flashing everybody?
I would think so. I would think so, yes.
Woohoo! All right, let's head over to the
News time. You can? 5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox, brought to you by Fox Big Deals. 103.9 The Fox wants you to save up to 50% at your favorite local businesses, restaurants, services, and more. It's Fox Big Deals. Visit foxbigdeals.com or click the link at classicfox.com. Like Fox Big Deals on Facebook. Governor Whitmer declaring a state of emergency in 33 counties that were affected to varying degrees by the severe weather blowing through mid-Michigan late Tuesday night. Included in the governor's declaration are Saginaw, Shiawassee, and Gratiot counties. They are among those who can seek financial assistance in the recovery process as the state deploys resources to help local officials, with each community rebounding from the damage and devastation caused. And upon further review, National Weather Service confirming several tornado touchdowns during the round of severe weather, one of them an EF1 twister in Albee Township that left heavy damage, an EF0 tornado in Bridgeport Township, and yet another tornado near Lansing. Statewide, a total of 7 twisters were recorded in those storms. Officials in Clio now said to be reopening the restroom facilities that had to be closed when police found repeated vandalism to those facilities. With that, though, comes a request from police that anyone who sees vandalism in progress report it to them. Leader of Iran's Joint Military Command threatened to halt trade in the Gulf region if the U.S. does not lift its blockade of Iranian ports. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent warned that the U.S. is preparing to ramp up economic pain on Iraq by levying secondary sanctions on financial institutions that do business with the Middle Eastern nation. The Tigers getting hot again. They beat the Kansas City Royals last night 2-1 for their 5th straight win. Could sweep them this afternoon at Comerica Park. Great Lakes Loons beat the Dayton Dragons 6-5. Red Wings end their season being crushed by the Florida Panthers. The final there 8-1. And the Flint Firebirds will be battling the Windsor Spitfires tonight in town at the Dort Financial Center. That is Game 4 of their second-round playoff series. Firebirds trailing 3-0. They are in a must-win situation to keep their season alive. They're going to drop the puck tonight at 7 o'clock. And to cap this one off, officials with the Ally Challenge PGA Tour Champions event at Warwick Hills in Grand Blanc announcing yesterday 4-time Grammy-winning singer Keith Urban will be performing on the Saturday night of that tournament. That's August 29th. Tickets for the Ally Challenge go on sale tomorrow morning at 10. That's 5 things you should know from 103.9 The Fox. Forecast today calling for a cloudy day for the most part. Showers and perhaps a thunderstorm by this afternoon as we're expecting to make it to around 70 degrees with west winds at 7 to 10. That'll gust to about 21 miles an hour. Cloud cover remains tonight along with a chance of showers and thunderstorms and overnight temps settling in at around 49. For tomorrow, some sunshine mixing with the clouds to about 72. And for Saturday, more showers expected, perhaps a thunderstorm also, and it'll be just a bit cooler, 65. Right now it's 63 in Flint. In Saginaw, 60.
Signed up to win the Fox Florida Flyaway Getaway with the Legion Airlines, Flint's Bishop International Airport, 103.9 The Fox. Stand by, it's coming up.
Yeah, boy. Welcome once again to the Hal Hole Saloon. Everybody knows your name. Sit on down if you're just now getting here and pull up a chair, get your favorite beverage together and pour out your troubles to your friendly neighborhood barkeep. That is me. We've been here ever since, about 7 o'clock this morning. It's 8:03 in the Eastern Time Zone in Flint, Michigan, USA. Home of the formerly crappy water, ugliest public building in the country, and best morning show in the market. It's called the Foxhole Morning Show with Johnny Burke and Steph Barber. We'll hear from them again in just a couple minutes. Meantime, of course, you and I are chatting during the music and the commercials, and I do pronounce the R in February. Don't pronounce the T in often. And we'll take your drink order right now if you haven't yet put one in. TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube is where you find us daily, Monday through Friday, for about 2 hours of quality live stream chat. Tomorrow it's going to be a little bit longer because we've got other things to do, including food fighting, Friday morning primal scream, porn star weatherman, Steph's Fox flashback, all those things going on that we usually do. And the other thing that we're doing today that we won't do tomorrow is, because of time, our crossword puzzle. So we're going to get to that in just a couple of minutes here and see how much more headway we can make on this thing, because we don't have all that many squares to get done. As you can see, most have been completed. Yesterday was a real good day for that. In fact, maybe we can get started and do a couple of them right now. Let's see what we can do, huh? Let's see what we can do. If you guys haven't taken too much of your beverage and are still thinking clearly and can see clearly, let's see what we can come up with. Start us off here. We do have crossword puzzle fans, as you can see. Thelma and Louise big on those. Okay, where can we start? Let's go back to this one that we didn't get the other day, 46 across. 46 across. We got to go up here to see. We were looking at this one and we were having trouble with it. Unaware accomplice was the clue. Unaware accomplice. And it's a 4-letter word. Blank O, blank L. Unaware accomplice. Blank O, blank L. We'll slide that on in there so y'all can see it, right? Fool. Well, you're very, very warm. Very, very warm. That's not the word, but boy, it's close. Not soul. Eric says tool. That's what it is, tool. That's tool. Now let's go over to, let's try this one. Let's go over to, what do we want to do? Want to do 39 across? Let's try that one. 39 across. Memory imprint. Memory imprint. And we have for that blank, 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 R blank M. 6 letters. 6 letters. blank, 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 R blank M. Memory imprint. Another way that we might be able to close in on this one is by going down. So let's try 37. That's right, engram. E-N-gram. E-N-G-R-A-M. We should make this pretty damn easy right now. 37 down. We've got all but the top letter, the first letter. Finds detestable. Finds detestable is the clue. 37 down. Blank A-T-E-S. Finds detestable. Hates, that's right. Absolutely hates. There you go. Hates. From Tina. Okay, let's go over to 36 across since we're making pretty big headway over here now. 36 across is break naturally. Break naturally. 36 across. Blank E-H-I, blank C-E. Break naturally. Blank E-H-I, blank C-E. All right. Timeout for a word or 10 from Johnny.
Weren't able to pull it off this year.
Yeah, why?
Little Caesars Arena is the top on-premise location for total liquor sales in 2025. The number one place where they sold liquor in the state was LCA.
You're not surprised, are you?
No, I guess not. In the home of the Red Wings and the Pistons and other entertainment events. Topping the list now for the fourth consecutive year. Nearly $1.2 million of distilled spirits were purchased from the state to resell to their customers. Wow. $1.2 million. Baby. This is among the 6,700 on-premise liquor sellers in 2025, many of the most popular located in Metro Detroit and Grand Rapids, in Petoskey and East Lansing. Come on, Flint, what's going on here?
You're slacking.
Places outside of most of the, I guess they were the lone places outside of Oakland, Macomb, and Wayne counties to crack the list were Grand Rapids, Petoskey, and East Lansing. Otherwise,
Well, we need to step up our game here in mid-Michigan then, obviously.
I mean, I always thought we were the drinkers in
I
the
thought
state.
so, too.
Apparently we're not. Michigan Liquor Control Commission coming out with that information. Hey, this is interesting, and if I had the time this weekend, I would try this out. It's going to be on next weekend, too. But the Twilight Zone live parody show is coming to Flint Local 432, and basically it's a comedy based on the Twilight Zone, which to me sounds awesome. And it's Dark Room Productions that's doing this, and it runs this weekend and next weekend at Local 432, and it looks interesting. To purchase tickets, I guess you have to go to events.ticketleap.com, but you can look this all up on the internet. Set to be a live twist on the Twilight Zone, that eerie, thought-provoking world that made the series a cultural staple that my wife still watches every chance she gets.
I love it.
Did you see the movie, the Twilight Zone movie? That was pretty good, too.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, they did a movie about the Twilight Zone, and they did it like the Twilight Zone, which was really kind of cool. So anyway, yeah, that's good. At Flint Local 432, they're doing an on-stage live show that looks interesting, a parody show of the Twilight Zone. This weekend and next, it's 8:12 right now.
The Foxhole Morning Show. Johnny Burke and Steph steals a call.
Well, it is Blue Line Donut Day around here. Carriage Town Bakery giving us a $20 gift certificate to Blue Line Donuts, which we will give away here coming up in some point this hour. Just keep listening for your chance to call in and win it here on the Fox.
This hour is service of Genesee County Parks, Looking for family fun day? Pack a picnic, hit the trails, or play at your local park. Spring is better outside in Genesee County Parks. For more information, visit GeneseeCountyParks.org.
All right, we'll get into the commercials, then we'll do a traffic update, and after that we will get back into the crossword puzzle and see how far more we can take this thing to the end.
Inside of Carrottstown, Minister, that taste and sweet smells have attracted many when Blue Line Donuts shop open. They created their delicious
63 degrees. This is National High Five Day. I don't know if I told you that, but it is. So as you guys get these answers to the puzzle, high five the person who provides them. That'd be cool. And, of course, here in the Hal Hole Saloon, where everybody knows your name, if anybody needs a refill of the drink order, you know, Tina has been able to commandeer the Fireball today with the coffee. She's the only one that's been ordering it, and normally we have a run on that stuff. And just as I say that, here he comes ordering 15 of them. No. You start with 2. You know that's the rule. Rob Suka is here. We'll start with the first 2 and see where you progress from there. Yes, you're experienced with that, but holy crap. We will continue with our crossword puzzle hijinks in a minute here. Let's try that.
Purchase any zero-turn mower and receive a free blower, or purchase a commercial zero-turn price at over $10,000 and receive a free blower and trimmer. Don't want the freebies? Take a gift card instead. Mower Fest at Ball Equipment in Richmond, Sandusky, and Birch.
Oh, man.
April 30th.
Yeah, it's pretty cloudy out there today. As long as it doesn't rain, I want to make sure that His Highness doesn't give me a hard time about going out today for his bathroom breaks, and rain usually tends to bring that on. Yesterday was crazy. He was actually pacing from one line and then back and then looking for which of the spots this was going to be where I'm going to go today. And it was about a 15-foot track. He was on the grass walking. Then he went straight to one direction, turned right around, 180, went back in the other direction, 180, come back again. He did that 3 different times, pacing this one particular stretch, little strip of grass, to figure out which was better for him. It is such an analytical process, I can't believe it. And the Red Wings are out of the playoffs. Yes, they were like the best team in the league earlier in the season. And then everything fell apart, just like it did last year. Same thing happened. They looked like they were a shoo-in for the playoffs until the whole last month, everything just turned sour. The whole last month. They won 41 games this year. They were 11 games over 500. And yet they still couldn't qualify for the playoffs because they had the misfortune of being in the conference that was better, top to bottom, than the other one. Yeah, so far Tina's been the only one besides you before you come in with that crazy order. Tigers are off to a better start. They've won 5 straight now. 500 team, 9-9. Same guy owns them. Same family owns the 2 teams, the Tigers and the Red Wings. In the city of Burton, we've got a crash Grand Traverse Street at Connell Street that can slow you down. Montrose Township, we're looking at one at the intersection of Elms and Farrand Roads, and in Genesee Township, Genesee Road at Alder Drive. There's a crash there. Freeways right now, they're crash-free and delay-free. No slowdowns to speak of right at the moment. For updated vehicle city traffic information, we can always point you to ClassicFox.com/traffic. It'll all be there for you. And if you spot a crash, tell us about it at 810-230-WRSR. That is 810-230-9777. To be a traffic tipster right here on 103.9 The Fox. Okay. Back to business here. All right. Let me give you a chance to move over to 23 down and see if we can get something done here. 23 down is this. The clue is freshwater fowls. Freshwater fowls. And the answer will be 5 letters. Blank, blank, A-L blank. And this, of course, means that this is plural. Freshwater fowls. This is a plural answer. Freshwater fowls. You get this one, and we'll have this whole word up here solved. You say mallards. Nope, we've only got five letters for this one. Eric says teals. He's right about that. That's what we've got, teals. There you go, teals. So that wraps that one up. Now let's move over to here. 26 down. I'll tell you what, let's do this one first. 25 down, because we only got 3 letters. 25 down. Not impressed in chat. Not impressed in chat. Blank EH. I have never used this word ever on my own. 3 letters. Blank EH. I have never used this word on my own ever. That's it. All caps there. Meh. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right, so with that in mind, let's move over to 24 across. 24 across is small container. Small container. And all we got to get is this 3rd letter. A-M blank. O-U-L-E. A-M blank. O-U-L-E. Small container. Yeah, tomorrow will be Friday. Yeah, it will. We'll be on longer. We'll have the Friday morning primal scream, food fights, porn star weatherman, all those good things that do happen on Fridays. That's it, Ampool. That's right. There you go. Look at that. Now, let's see if we can roll through this one. 26 down. 26 down. Leanies. Linees. I don't know what that is. Linees, leanies. Anyway, it's 26 down. P-L-E blank. G-E blank S. I will confess I've not heard of this word. So if you come up with it, congratulations. Linda says pledge. Well, it's close. Super close. Super close. In fact, you know what? We may be fooling with this one a while, so if we don't get it, we'll do it right now. Pledges. Pledges. It's actually that. P-L-E-D-G-E-E-S. Pledges. 39 down, our clue is Gulf States VIP. Gulf States VIP. And Emir is what Eric said, and that is absolutely correct. So with that, let's go to this one. Because after we get done there, we have to come back up here, and that'll be the end of it. So let's get this one knocked out in a hurry. 49 across. 49 across is end of progress, question mark, end of progress. I blank E. I blank E. I blank E. I-A-E. Nope, that's not it. Let's see if we can do this one. Maybe we can get 40 down, and that'll help you too. 40 down. Body of a church. Body of a church. N-A blank E. Body of a church. Either one of those might get you your answer that you're looking for, because we're only looking for one letter to common to both those words. That's it. I-V-E. Nave. There you go. Beautiful. Nave. So that takes care of all of this. We're all done with all of this. All that's left is to come back up here to that upper left quadrant and wrap that up. So let's do it. First up, let's go to 2 down. 2 down is aquarium fish. Aquarium fish. O blank blank H. Aquarium fish. High five on high five day. O blank blank H. Aquarium fish. Or if you'd like to go across, 15 across, we can try that. Music for a sitar. Music for a sitar. That's 15 across, and that would be R blank blank blank. Music for a sitar. Or 2 down, aquarium fish, which is Opa. There you go. O-P-A-H. Terrific. Closing in on the end of this thing. How about 3 down? 3 down is Yuletide Travelers. Yuletide Travelers. M blank blank I. M blank blank I. Yuletide Travelers. Yep, that's it. Magi. There you go. So we're down to 2 letters. Just 2 letters. Can we do it? Can we do it? Let's find out. Let's go to 12 across. 12 across is pit follower. Pit follower. A-P-A blank. Pit follower. 4 down is Latin list shortener. Latin list shortener.
Hey, this is Elizabeth. I work for HAP in the Flint office. I love listening to the fight.
Rob Sukas, a pat. There you go. Yep. Which means we're 1 away from wrapping this up. Latin list shortener. 4 down. E-T blank L. Latin list shortener. Need 1 more letter, Tina. It's E-T blank L. Eric says rage. No. 15 across to wrap that one up is music for a sitar. Music for a sitar. Tina's got it. Tina's got it. Et al. That's it. We're all done. Tina sinks the final putt on the 18th hole, and that takes care of it. That's what we've got. All done. Look at that. Once again on a Thursday, which is turning into puzzle completion day around here. But that's it. We're all done. The Hellraisers have come through again. Just in time for the start of the weekend. Look at that. Yes, sir. And ma'am. By the way, our Keen Bodybuilder themed puzzle says that all of these shaded squares would spell out some tissues needing a rub. Some tissues needing a rub. So let's find out what that means. Some tissues needing a rub. Starting with a T over here. Moving over to here, there's an I. Moving down here is a G. All right, down here, an H. And down here, another T. Down here is an M. Over here is a U. Down here is an S. Over here is a C. Sliding on down more, finding the next shaded, it's an L. After an L comes an E. And finally, all the way down at the bottom is an S. Tight muscles were tissues needing a rub. Tight muscles. And that's it. You guys are pretty damn good, I'm telling you. Beautiful. Another one in the books. That is puzzle number 11. So we'll start a new one on Monday. We will stay with our puzzles on Monday. Thanks to all who participated and were so productive in all of that time. And you did it with all of the drinks that you ordered today. That's amazing to me. So it's about 8:30. It's getting there. Getting darn close to 8:30. So with that, we will sign you off and say that the time has arrived. It's closing time here at the Hal Ho Saloon, where everybody knows your name. So tomorrow morning, we go back to TikTok at 6:30 in the Eastern Time Zone to get the day started. Hang there till 7. 7 to 7:30 will be on Facebook, and tomorrow at 7:30, about 7:25, we'll be doing our weigh-in. Week number 10 for our weigh-in. 10 or 11? Losing track here already. 10 for our weigh-in. And then, of course, back here on YouTube, 7:30 until finish, which is close to about 8:45, about 8:45. So, until we see you tomorrow, have a pleasant, peaceful, productive Thursday, and we will see you back here in the Hal Hole tomorrow morning with the Friends the Hal Raisers. Okay? Okay.
Just stop by to bring Steph her birthday gift, the first birthday gift you've got for your birthday coming on Sunday.